Ruminating thoughts completely destroy inner peace. I mean, just completely destroy it. And there's so many of us that have been battling, especially since the pandemic began 3 or 4 years ago, with thoughts on a regular basis that just keep coming up, disturbing our inner peace, disturbing our silence even. So many times people will tell me that when they go to sit, even when they're watching a game or they're watching some kind of a show, their mind isn't on the show. They're not connected, they're not grounded, they're not centered because of ruminating thoughts. Thoughts that continue to go around like a dog chasing its tail. And it's something that's huge in the society today. I've been doing this work for 43 years and I cannot remember any time the amount of people that are coming to me with nonstop thinking. Nonstop thinking that's completely destroying their sleep, destroying their peace, destroying everything. And what are these ruminating thoughts? Where are they coming from? Well, I've got several clients that I'm working with right now that I've struggled in relationships, and they have a lot of anger and resentment at former lovers. And so even though the relationships are over, they continue to think about how unfair it was and how he did this or she did that. And they're just carrying these thoughts over and over and over again. And it's really damaging. Then we have other people that are constantly worried about money, right? And let me just make this statement, all of the anxiety, all of the worry, all of the ruminating thoughts in the world will never bring us the peace or the solutions that we're looking for. That's why this video is so crucial. I'm going to ask you to share it, to let your friends know. It might be one of the biggest problems in our country today. I mean, alcoholism, addiction is a huge problem. Mental health issues are a huge problem. And ruminating thoughts falls underneath the category of mental health issues. I know myself, there's been periods in my life where I just could not stop these thoughts from arising. And we can even say at times, we can validate and say, yeah, but my ex-partner stole this from me, or my ex-partner did this in court, or my ex-partner has custody of the children and we had an agreement that wasn't going to happen. They can be valid, right? You can have really valid points of why you're angry, why you're upset, why you have resentments. But in the teachings, oh my gosh, of almost every religion I've ever studied, there is no positivity. There's no positive end result of ongoing ruminating thoughts. So what do we do? Well, one of the simplest things to do is to have a stopgap, to have a couple different tools that you use that when the thoughts start going, I can't stand her. Oh my God, why did I ever date him? Or why was I ever friends with that person so long? Or why did I stay with that boss when they treated me so poorly? Any kind of ruminating thoughts. What am I going to do financially? I'm drowning in debt. And I'm not saying those things aren't valid, but what's the benefit of constantly beating ourselves up is the question, right? And every time we're angry at someone else, even if it's someone that you're supposed friends with or you're with right now, that anger in the moment, even if it's validated, even if you can say it's justified, is only hurting you and me. I have learned this the hard way. I still have to work hard on ruminating thoughts when I'm in some type of a position that I wasn't expecting, let's say, and COVID, oh my God, and the pandemic and the inflation and everything has thrown a lot of us into unexpected places, and the brain starts going. So let's take a look at this. My sensei in Zen Buddhism, Andy, teaches me so many great things, and Thich Nhat Hanh was his teacher, and I have loved Thich Nhat Hanh. Oh my God, I was introduced to his work in 1980. And what they would say in the case of ruminating negative thoughts is that we have to break the cycle on our own. We have to break the circle. And one of the ways we do it is through mindful breathing. So Thich Nhat Hanh or Zen Buddhism might say, when you have a ruminating thoughts, oh my God, I can't believe I was with that person that long, just stop and say, thought. Don't judge it as negative, positive, anything. Just go, to interrupt the thought. We say, thought. And then we follow our breath in and out of the body. When you inhale through your nose, you say the word in. And when you exhale, we just silently say the word out. So you see what happens is you have that ruminating negative thought that's beating yourself up, that's beating your self-esteem, that's creating resentment, anger, vindictiveness, or whatever. And all of a sudden, there's a stop. And the next time the ruminating thought comes up, we go, thought. Don't judge yourself. Don't be harsh with yourself. And then just start following the breath. When you're following the breath in and out of the body, it's like a vacation for the brain. You're only focusing on one thing, right? And it's a stopgap. We're going to stop that ruminating thought and we're going to allow the brain to relax. Now, just imagine, I know sometimes in my life when I've been in really stressful situations, I have to do this 15, 20 times a day. Does that make sense to you? Like, I have to stop and go, okay, thought, breathe in and out. Sometimes the other day I was having one of those thoughts of just complete frustration, and I'm driving in the car. I've got about a 20-minute drive, and all of a sudden I said, thought. And while I'm driving, paying complete attention to the road, I just start following my breath in and out. And within a couple minutes, I was calmed down again. Listen, reach out to me at talkdavid.com. We offer a free 20-minute session. If you want more detail on how you can stop ruminating thoughts with practices like this, come on, let's jump on the phone and talk. And then if you want to do work, I work with people from all over the world. And we have specials right now going on because of inflation. So go to talkdavid.com. Let's do that free 20-minute call, and then we can move on from there. Also, there's 4 free books at talkdavid.com. We'll constantly be giving the world more data, more information, so that people can start to really freaking heal. You've been tuned into David Essel Alive, the most positive podcast in the galaxy for 35 years, right here on Buzzsprout.com. Radio host, TV host, podcast host, author of 14 books. Number 15 coming out soon. Until next time, I'm David Essel. Have a beautiful day.